This video is going to be a little bit different than my other videos. I was talking to my husband the other day and we had I think a very beautiful conversation about social media being even though I really don't like to use that word, but being like an influencer. And I thought about not really doing like a podcast, but more like also not really makeup therapy. I'm not even sure what I'm going to name this video, but it's just going to be something in between that. So I'm not really going to explain what I'm going to use. I will link everything in the description box, but it's about the makeup, but not really about the makeup. So I'm basically sitting on my couch in the living room. It's raining. I have my coffee, so my setting is very cozy. And I thought, you know what, I'm going to do the voiceover here instead of my studio. So the conversation I had with him, we talked about, social media and being an influencer. And sometimes he would say like, hey, you need to say that you just uploaded a new video on YouTube, or like you need to promote yourself a little bit more because, all the work that you do needs recognition. And that's super sweet of him. But I said, like, I don't know what it is, but I always feel like I don't want to do that, and I have no idea why. And then we dug in a little deeper, and then eventually it was more like, I think the reason why I don't want to like share it 24/7 and be like, hey guys, I uploaded a new post, new video, even though I do that, but like 1 or 2 stories and that's it. He said, maybe because you're not really proud of the content you're making. And I was like, wait a minute, that is exactly what it is, but I couldn't like put my finger on it. And I was like, well, I do like my makeup tutorials and I do like the products I use, so what is it that I'm not like super proud of? And then he said, maybe it's because you want to do a little bit more than that. Like, what are you influencing? Do you even like inspire? And I was like, yeah, but do I need to inspire? Do I need to like, and who am I to influence anyone else? I don't know if that makes sense, but we were just talking about it. And then I kind of like realized that social media inspires all of us, even if you are a content creator or not, or you have a business or whatever. Even though it's like a platform and it's meant to like inspire others, sometimes I think the opposite happens. I was always someone who always thought out of the box. There wasn't even a box. And I always considered myself as being creative. I studied journalism. Every project I did was, I think, a little like different than others because I never thought about boxes or there weren't any rules, and I just kind of like went with the flow without really overthinking it. Now I do completely the opposite. I'm overthinking everything. I feel like, hey, I actually really like doing fashion, but you know what? I should stick to doing makeup. You are like a makeup influencer and that's why you started. So just keep doing that. Do you want to do like a podcast makeup therapy thing? Hell no. That's not something that people are used to. So like, don't do it. Just stick to makeup. You want to open up and be a little bit more personal? No, don't do that. Just stick to makeup. So if I only stick to, one thing that I absolutely love, it will always be my number one passion. Am I able to like inspire at all, or am I going to try to fit in? It's weird, but I feel like being very active on Instagram and on YouTube made me feel like I put myself in a box and I could do so much more. So I think that's the reason why I was not really proud of the content I was making. And I also think like it doesn't matter what you do, like what kind of work you have or your hobbies. I think if you're going to do something like the same thing over and over again until it becomes a routine, you don't have the space to even think outside the box or to not even think there is a box. Routine is just something that's very dangerous, I think. Like the other day I wanted to do something completely different. So I woke up at 5:30 in the morning. I went to the gym by 6:30, I think, or 7. And I meditated before I went to the gym for like 20 minutes. And it was weird because it was very dark. I felt like the whole world was still sleeping. I was the only one at the gym. And surprisingly enough, I had a lot of energy. And I came home, I did a lot of stuff. I edited a couple of videos. I made sure my house was clean. I made dinner for the night. and I just felt so powerful. I really don't like to wake up very early in the morning, but I just felt like it was so powerful. It was very difficult, I have to say, but I just wanted to break that pattern of doing the same thing over and over again and just really limiting myself. I think a lot of us have so much potential if we would break a routine. I think what I'm trying to say is like routine is not bad, but I do think that once in a while we need to like break the pattern and we need to get our dopamine levels up. And I have like, if my dopamine levels are up, I am so hyped up. I feel like I get the best ideas in the world, business wise, personal wise, like everything. I just feel so extremely happy. And only when I like break my patterns with the smallest things. So that is basically what I've been thinking this week. It's my mindset for this week. And no, I'm not a perfect person. I'll probably like have to maybe like listen to this tutorial over and over again. We should make breaking a routine, if you know what I mean. So yeah, that is basically my mindset for this week. I hope you guys find this tutorial or whatever I'm going to call it a little bit more maybe like relaxing. Maybe you can start your day with this tutorial, or I didn't want to do like a whole ASMR thing, but I still hope it's like personal enough, and I hope to inspire you with this a tiny bit. And obviously I hope you like this makeup tutorial as well. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll hopefully see you guys in my next video. And don't forget to subscribe, hit that notification bell, follow me on Instagram, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Mwah! Bye bye.